Ladies, hi. You guys like that? It's good right there, right? You know what they say, once you go chubby, you want to make him your hubby, right? Once you sleep with fatty, you're going to call him daddy. It's in the Bible, I'm not lying, I swear. It's good though, man. Latinas in the house, lots of Latinas. It's good. I wish, like, everybody has their own show now on TV. I wish Latinas had their own show. Like Hispanic housewives. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Like, can you just imagine how much drama that show would be filled with? Just pure drama for the whole hour. Like, no, Maria thinks she's out bad because she got her welfare check early. Forget her. Her eyebrows look all stupid. Sharpie face, what? She thinks she's all bad because Hyman graduated? What? That's your dad. He should have graduated 30 years ago, okay? Get over it, Everest. Oh, God. Okay, I'll let you finish. It's good though, man. Pickup lines are crazy. I have my own pickup lines. I can't use it. I just think it'd be fun. Like, imagine babies had pickup lines. I don't know how they would walk, but they'd probably, like, I don't know. Like a baby, I don't know how a baby walks, but it'd probably be like, you know, there'd always be a baby, comes up to a little baby girl, he's like, hey, yo, girl, why don't you take off that diaper and let me get hyper, hey? Unzip the onesie, let's have some funsy, what's up, hey? You know, there would always be that black little baby who always has the material objects, right? He pulls up to the girl, he's like this, he's like, yo, what up, girl? No, what you mean no? Girl, this is a big wheel. And he just jams. It's got spinners on it, dice, it's leased. I mean, my daddy said it was cool. This past Halloween, my girlfriend tried to dress up like Spider-Man. I know, right? So I told her very nicely, like a gentleman. I walked up to her real soft, grabbed her arm. I was like, look, stupid. That's pretty dumb if you're gonna try to get me to this costume, because it's not gonna happen. Like, you got a better chance of trying to make a mermaid do the splits, because it is not gonna, because honestly, guys, I don't look like Spider-Man, right? No, I look like I ate Spider-Man, let's be honest. I don't even need the costume. I take off my shirt, my stretch marks, or the webs, let's go. That's how I catch women, because I'm too lazy to run after them. Come here. I caught a girl my size one time. I was like, whoa. She pulled me. I was like, stop eating the web. I'm trying to catch you. Come here. It's probably one of those girls in here. Feels good though, man. It's good. Like, women, you guys are ridiculous. I really don't get you. I hate it when an ugly girl tries to tell me that I'm fat. Like, I don't already know. Like, I own a mirror, okay? It's like, I can lose the weight. You're going to be ugly forever. Like, I can go run, lift weights, wear black, I'm okay. Like, there's nowhere you can go. Like, there's no fugly fitness out there, okay? There's no face watchers, you're done. That's it. That's a dope laugh you got there. Sorry, that was weird. Guys over here in the front, we're cool. Give it up for your wait staff, guys. Give it up for your wait staff. Doing real good for you guys. It's crazy though, man. Like, I'm young, but I feel old. You guys ever get that feeling? I'm young, but I can only imagine how you guys feel, but I feel that way sometimes. It's like, oh, whatever, I'm Spider-Man, ha ha. It's weird, man. Like, I want to go back to the days when you had no worries, where you were just playing street games with your friends, like hide and seek. You guys remember hide and seek? I used to try to hide behind things that I couldn't fit behind. Like, I'm standing behind a mailbox or a tetherball pole, just chilling. My shadow had stretch marks, whatever. Parents, you got parents in here? Parents are hypocrites. I swear, I hate you guys. You guys are hypocrites, man. I'm so glad I'm out of high school. I really am. Because in high school, I used to leave for parties at 10 o'clock, and my dad would be getting home at 10 o'clock, and he'd be all drunk after work, because Latinos drink after work to pay themselves back for the hard work they did during the day. Half of these people just got off of work. And it's ridiculous because I would be leaving to go to a party at 10 o'clock. My dad would be catching me in the driveway. He catches me, he goes, "Hey, come here, stupid. Hey, I know you're going to a party, okay? I don't want you to be drinking and drive. If you get too drunk, you call me. I go pick you up." "Really, Dad? Because you're more drunk than I'm about to be." Then he had the audacity to go pip pip to his truck. No, he doesn't even have an alarm. He did it with his mouth. He was like pip pip. Pip 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 pip. He's in the shower. Pip pip pip. It's ridiculous. Women, you guys do, I just don't understand you. Like, you do some stuff that's just like way out of this world. Like, a girl can get with you and leave you for the exact same reason. You know that? For the exact same reason. Like me, I'm a comedian. Girls get with me because I'm a comedian, and then they leave me because everything's a joke to me. Make up your mind. I'm glad I'm out of high school, I really am. Because girls don't respect themselves anymore. Girls really don't respect. Like, you all women, you guys all respect yourselves. Round of applause for yourself. Much respect to you. Or if you hate yourself, don't even clap. Whatever. Cause, man, they're so provocative today. Everybody, all the girls, they just want to have sex. They're just throwing out sex, throwing out their virginities like it's nothing. And it's crazy, because that would happen at school all the time. All the time. Like, "Oh, yeah, hey, what's up? You want to have sex? Yeah? Okay, let's go." Yeah, man, my teachers were crazy. I mean, I didn't get it. Those were just the guy teachers. Imagine the girls. I mean, Catholic school, what are you gonna do? Go to hell. We got any black people in the house tonight? All right, hey. Now I can't do my black jokes. No, I'm just kidding. No, not even that. It's whenever, no, like really, whenever you say what's up to a black guy, doesn't he make you feel like the most important person in the world? Right? They make you feel so special. They really do. Like, if you hadn't seen Jamal in like 15 years or a couple days, you were like, "Yo, Jamal, what's up, man? It's me, Dillon, from back in the day." Like, you tell him, "Hey, what's up, man? You remember me? It's Dillon." Jamal's always gonna go like this. "Who is that, man? Dillon? Hey, you know this fool right here? Dillon? Oh! Oh! Oh, no, it ain't this mother. Oh, yeah, that's my dog. Play. Hold up, homie. Do I know you? I just wanted to dance. I wish I had a designated black person to follow me around to say the stuff I really wanted to say. Because we don't have filters. Black people don't have filters. They're straight up, 100%. It's crazy. I wish I could have a black just to follow me to say the stuff I want to say and I don't have the balls to say. Like, if I'm breaking up with a girl, I'm like, "Yo, yeah, comedy's just getting real hard for me right now. I don't think I can do it. It's just not gonna work." And the black lady comes out of nowhere and she's like, "Girl, you ugly." I'm Dillon Garcia, thank you.
Oh, what's going on, improv? What's going on? Y'all are looking at me like, "You tell us, Pedro." What is going on? Mr. Hernandez, did you say? He said Martinez, but it's actually Hernandez, Pedro Hernandez. It's all the same, whatever. Who cares? No, I don't mean to alarm anybody. I see some surprised looks on faces. You can close your mouths now. My real name is Pedro Hernandez. I know when you call the name Pedro Hernandez, Most of you weren't expecting to see like a little broke Eric Benet or Donovan McNabb's Mini-Me or whatever, but you know what, folks? That's the way life is, okay? Sometimes you order a Pedro and you get a Leroy, you know? What you gonna do about it, huh? Who are you gonna complain to? Don't even worry, ladies. At the end of the day, it all tastes the same. It all tastes the same. Oh! Who wants a sip? No? Yeah? Gotta throw it out there. Gotta throw it out there. So now that we've gotten to know each other a little bit better, I guess I can tell you guys the truth. My real name isn't Pedro Hernandez. Come on, you know what I mean? My real name is actually Pedro Hernandez. You know what I mean? Because Spanish is like, suavemente, you know? You can't just roll up in the barrio and be like, hey, what up, dog? My name Pedro. It doesn't sound right. You know? Spanish is a romance language. You gotta have that passion. En este domingo en Telemundo es Pedro Hernandez. Sounds better, right? There's only one problem. The only Spanish I speak is Pedro Hernandez. And I had to practice that. So that always leads people to ask the question, well, Pedro, what are you? You have a full Spanish name, you don't speak Spanish, and you have hair of buckwheat. What's going on? I think it's obvious, but if you need me to explain, fine, I will. Okay? On my mother's side of the family, my great-grandfather was from Venezuela. Now, sometime in the late 1800s, he migrated to Trinidad, and that's where my family has been from ever since. Now, for those of you that don't know, Trinidad is a Caribbean island, but it's not a Spanish-speaking country. My family speaks English with an accent like so. So that's why I have a Spanish name, but I don't speak Spanish. Now, why do I look the way I do? That's even simpler. My father was black. So I don't know him. At least somebody's happy. Yeah, buddy. You guys good? A lot of stuff going on in the news, man. I don't know if you guys heard, but last week, the great R&B singer Rick James died. Yeah, that's pretty sad, huh? But what tripped me out is that when I found out, I saw a little teaser on the news, and they said, legendary singer Rick James has died today. Find out what may have killed him tonight at 11. What may have killed him? Rick James used to kidnap women and do cocaine off of their booty for a week. I don't think it was a high-carb diet that killed him. He's a wild guy. What killed Rick James? Rick James killed Rick James. You live like that, you die like that. But celebrities are crazy, man. You ever, like, the one Olsen twin, Mary Kate, you heard about her? She had checked herself into rehab for anorexia. Now that's almost sadder than Rick James dying, you know? No, because you see a girl like that and she is so young and so beautiful, and you have to ask yourself, how did she get so fat? Is she like 80, 85 pounds? Come on. Seemed like somewhere around 60 pounds, she would have stopped stuffing her face full of alfalfa sprouts and deep breaths and gotten in shape, but no. Just let it all go. No, I joke about it, but it actually upsets me, highly upsets me, because, you know, Mary Kate Olsen is a billionaire, and she refuses to eat. That's a slap in the face of every poor person in the world, okay? You can't be a billionaire and refuse to eat. Everybody in this room has to get up every morning and go to a job that they can't stand. Why? So you can eat! She has $1 billion, refuses to eat. Folks, a billionaire that refuses to eat is like if Hugh Hefner was gay. Like, what a waste of titties, come on. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if Hef just ran around the mansion all day like, okay, girls, let's go to the grotto and play Don't Touch the Penis. $1 billion, man. I just think that if you're gonna be greedy enough to go out and get $1 billion, that greed should show on your body. You know what I mean? Like, if I was a billionaire, I'd try my best to outweigh a car or like a rhinoceros or something, you know what I mean? Like, I try and become one of those fat people that the fire department has to come rescue. Not because your house is on fire, but because you are so fat, you are laying on yourself. And it hurts. You know, making 911 calls like, help! Somebody come get me off of me. Ah! That's my impression of a fat person laying on himself. It works, it's good. Right. Broke people, I don't know if you can tell, extremely poor. I didn't realize how broke I was until the other day. I went shopping and I realized that I couldn't afford one thing in the store. Not one thing. I was just in there browsing, just window shopping. And I know that sounds like no big deal because people window shop all the time without money. But not at the grocery store. Like it's sad when you have to put ramen noodles on layaway. Like, I'm coming back for those creamy chickens. Don't sell those. Those are mine. Sad, man. Broke. Can't afford a girlfriend. It's a shame. I filled out a loan application the other day for a girlfriend. Got turned down. And listen, I'm not the kind of guy that thinks that, you know, all women are hoes or whatever, you know, because I know that is not the case. You know, all women are not hoes. But it's just confusing sometimes because you all cost money. You know what I mean? Like that, me and my girlfriend, we just recently broke up, you know, because it's over money and stuff, you know. She wanted like all the fancy stuff, like the trips and the dinners and electricity. I'm like, come on. Whoa. One step at a time, man. You know? It's crazy, man. Like, her and I, we were together for like 4 years. And fellas, I'm gonna warn you, I see some couples out here. I don't know if you know this, but once you're with a woman after a while, eventually she's gonna want you to at least go out, at least shop, at least act like you're gonna buy the ring. You know what I mean? That's what they want. Ladies, I don't know if you know this about yourselves, but after a while, once you're with a man, you kind of get like Frodo with the ring. You know what I mean? Like you need the fellowship and the power. Oh! On a quest for the ring, man. I know it surprised me. One day I came home from work and my girlfriend jumped out the closet like, Precious! Where is Precious? Ah! You know, I'm like, no, first of all, where is all your hair, girl? Now look. No, you were not blue when I left this house. Get off me. Scary, man, you know? So after that, I was like, all right, fine, I'll go shopping. I'll go look for the ring. So, you know, I did. I went out and went shopping. I took one of my boys with me just in case some stuff went down. And I'm out there shopping. I'm like, okay. Oh, can I see that one? No, to the right. Yeah. Oh, my God. Dog, do you see this? My God, my girl would look so good in this. Homie, do you see this? This is bling, bling. And that's when I messed up. That's when I asked, so how much is this one? Now, I don't know if you've ever had that moment in your life where you've been so embarrassed that all you could do is laugh. But that was me, you know? I was like, so how much is this one? Say what? Okay. That's bling, bling. Do you have just one bling? Can we see that? What does a quarter bling look like? Can we chop that up? No. Sad. She left me. So, you know, after 4 years, though, I felt like I was a little rusty, like I had been out of the game for a minute, you know? Like I didn't know what women like nowadays. So I did a little research. I went out on the web and I found out about this thing called tantric sex. Now, by round of applause, who in here has heard of tantric sex? Yeah? Some freaks in the back? All right, keep the party going. For those of you who don't know, tantric sex is like an Eastern technique or philosophy where they say you can actually use your mind to control your sexual experience, right? They say you can use this power to actually extend your orgasms, okay? But not just minutes, folks. They say you can extend your orgasm like 5-10 hours. Oh, that sounds good, right? 5 hours of sexual ecstasy, that sounds real good on paper. But in reality, who thinks they can survive 5 hours? Ah! Ha! Ha! You gonna do that for 5 hours, man? You gonna mess around and kill yourself, you know what I mean? pull a hamstring, your neck be all sore. Don't fall for it. Folks, my name is Pedro Hernandez. Thank you.
It's good to hear that. Good to see all the Latinos here. My question is, where are the kids? All these Latinos in here, not one kid. But I know how it is. Any night without the kids is a good night, ain't it? We need our break, and them little bastards are out for the next month. We're out of school. Chingando about the same damn thing day after day. I'm hungry. Take me to Chuck E. Cheese. I'm bored. Take me to the park. My pamper's dirty. Shut the up. And they keep on chingando, so you just gotta tell them the truth. ¿Sabes qué? You're not even mine. You belong to Rudy from shipping and receiving at Target. Because your mom was a pinche bitch. That's why. And where do we dump off the kids, cabrones? Abuelita's house. You go to my abuelita's house, there'll be kids laid out all over the damn floor. Looks like someone fumigated Chuck E. Cheese in that sumbitch. And how does she put him to sleep? She beats the hell out of him. Hold on, give me a second. One time behind the ears. Go to sleep, cabron. Go to sleep. You better go to sleep. You were a mistake. Go to sleep. Beats the hell, knocks him into the wall. That's why her walls look right there. That's Migo's head right there. You go pick up Migo. Migo's never the way you left him. He's all traumatized. Hey, come on, Migo, let's go. And here comes Migo. And when you ask her what happened, that's when she flips the script on your ass, right? What happened to him? I don't know. That's what you get for drinking and smoking during your pregnancy, cabrona. That's what you get, un pendejo retardado, son of a bitch. Was the marijuana worth it, cabrona? People usually ask me, I got into comedy, always expect some kind of dramatic story. It's not. Simple. Got fired. Because I was always late. My mom, she would warn me every day. She would tell me, Flo, come here, let me tell you something. Nothing good comes out of being late. Look at me. I was late one time in my life, and there you are. Son of a bitch. Then she starts going off about some random. Your head was so big when you were born, you were always looking down. Tenías Down syndrome, pendejo. But I don't feel like it's my fault being late, because we're late to every damn thing. And Chicanos, Latinos, let me ask you something. How is it that we'll be late to work all week, Monday through Friday? We never on time. But come Saturday, we're the first ones to a garage sale. White people, yo, that ain't no joke. This for real. Hell, we get there so early, we wake you up to your own damn garage sale and bring one of your signs, don't we? No, I know they're here. Hold on. Mijo, go around the house and knock on the window. That's the bedroom, pendejo. Go. Son of a bitch. Señora, ya te vi. I see you. Señora, ma'am. Good morning. Buenos dias. Should be my third one by now, cabrona. I'm on a schedule. Mira, pinche vieja huevona. And everything, I don't give a damn what the tag says on that item. It's going to be 25 cents because we're some bargaining bastards, aren't we? Hey, mija, bend down. Tell me what it says. I can't see. My hip is hurting. I think it's going to rain. Ay, cabrón. Because that's our weather person, right? Our tia with the up hip. Hurry up. Mira, half of my hip hurts and I got real bad gas. Ay. Like, chinga, what does that mean? 50% chance of rains with high winds, pendejo. Let's go. Boom. Ay, pinche mole. Let's go. where I got all my jeans growing up. Jordache, Braxton, girl pants. They're always real tight right here. Like, come on, Mom, there's no room. She's like, well, work it out, stretch it out, pendejo. And I'm there, Well, they're still tight, Mama, down here. What do you mean they're tight? You're not King Kong down there, pendejo. Pinche little Winnie the Pooh like that, I know what you got. Like father, like son, y'all ain't got. We want to buy everything, even if it ain't for sale. All right? Señora, ma'am. I was wondering, how much for the little doggy in the backyard? No, the one with the brown spots, how much? Come on, quit being stingy, cabrona. If we'll turn out any nice neighborhood, we'll take it over. We'll make it an all-day flea market, won't we? Pinche elote stand, a corn stand over there. My abuelita sells fresh tamales out of Budweiser styrofoam cooler. Ma'am. Chicken or beef, cabrona? Chicken or beef? What do you want? Nothing. Don't get me busted, bitch. Move on. El paletero, paleta man, you hear his ass coming a mile away down the damn street. You hear him? Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Hell, even the bell has an accent. That's so. But he kicks ass on a bike. Who else kicked ass on a bike? Lance Armstrong. Texas boy represented, won the Tour de France 7 years in a row. An amazing feat he accomplished. They tag him with adjectives like unbeatable, invincible, unstoppable. I know who could beat him. Paleta man. Whoop his ass. Y'all see him out here. You gotta think about it, man. Paleta man's been through some rigorous training. He bikes in 103-degree heat of broken sidewalks and he's still late. Out peddling gunshots, game bangers, Rottweilers, El Caminos, y la migra. Thank you. And the chupacabro. I'm sorry, Paleta man ain't gonna lose to a white boy who's one huevo short of an Easter egg hunt. It ain't happening. Put more huevos in your basket, pendejo, then let's race. He'll catch him quick, won't he? Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Let's espérate, güey. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, bring, bring. Let's. Sherry, lemon, strawberry. ¿Qué quieres, güey? Steroids, cabrón. No mames, güey. No quieres nada. How about a tire, puto? You need a tire now? I'll see you at the finish line, Joto. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Thank you, that's my time.
I was in Detroit last week. You ever been to Detroit? Yeah. That is the roughest city in the world. Yeah. I walked in a comedy club. They have a metal detector. So I walked around a metal detector, and the guy chased me down. I was like, hey, where you going? I need to check you for weapons. I'm like, man, I'm the comic. Okay, weapons? You got a gun? It's like, no, I don't have a gun. I'm the comic. He's like, oh, well, shit, man, here, take that then. What the hell is wrong with you? You know you're in Detroit? This is the ghetto. It's a popular word now, isn't it? Ghetto. Stop saying that. Stop saying that to your friends. That's disrespectful. Ghetto. I come from the ghetto. It makes it sound like nothing good comes out of ghetto. Girl, don't put that on. That looks so ghetto. Hollywood makes a lot of money, millions of dollars, off of things that we do in the ghetto. Like that show Punk'd. You ever see this show Punk'd? Okay, people. That's not Punk'd. That's Practical Joke. You know what Punk'd is? Punk'd is when you're sitting on your porch, working on your bicycle, and another kid comes along, punches you in the head, takes your bicycle, and then rides it back and forth in front of your house for 2 weeks. That's punked. I like my job. I like doing comedy. I love doing comedy. I like doing comedy because I hate being broke. Being broke sucks. You ever been so broke you gotta use the Coinstar machine? I said, why they gotta put the machine in the front of the supermarket? Where all your buddies can see you. And it makes all that noise. And then you get that little ticket. And you're like, wow, $60? I'm gonna buy some weed. Really kidding. I don't smoke weed anymore. But I get that all the time. I get that stereotype wherever I go. You know what I get mostly is Barack. All right, Barack. People assume because I'm black that I'm automatically gonna vote for Barack Obama. People stop me all the time. I do shows, people will come up and go, yes, a black president. I'm gonna vote for Barack. If you vote for somebody because of the color of their skin, how stupid are you? My sister likes McCain. Now, I don't have a problem with this. My issue is the guy's 72 years old. You want a 72-year-old president? The average age of retirement is between 62 and 65. Our president will be past retirement age. My grandfather is 70, and we don't let him use the toaster, let alone run for political office. Everybody does that. We all stereotype. My best friend Yoshi is from Japan. Yoshi will start stuff no matter where I go because he assumes being black and coming from the hood that I know how to fight. We go to a bar, Yoshi picks on the biggest guy in the room, who I since nicknamed the janitor because he proceeded to mop up the club with the back of Yoshi's head. Now, at the end of the night, we're on a train and he's just staring at me. I'm like, Yoshi, you act like I beat you up. He goes, I thought you knew how to fight. Well, I thought you knew karate. I think we're both victims at this point. It's not an easy job. You know the hardest thing about doing comedy is having to get on stage and entertain people when you don't feel like laughing. Like when you've had tragedy happen in your life and you have to watch everybody else have a good time. You know, like a couple of weeks ago, my stepdad committed suicide. Yeah. He was a midget and he jumped off the refrigerator and killed himself. I can never say that with a straight face. You guys are like, oh my God, oh my, oh, what an asshole, what an asshole. Hey, you know, let me tell you one thing. The cool thing about a midget funeral is number one, you only need one pallbearer. There's one guy walking down the aisle carrying the casket. And we didn't even have to pay for a hearse. We just put him in the trunk of the Kia. It's like, there you go. There you go, get that basketball out the way. We'll bury him next to the cat. I'm kidding. I know it's not midgets. That's politically incorrect. Right? It's little people. They get very upset when you say midgets because that's not the politically correct term. Everybody has a politically correct term except white people. So you have African American, Mexican American, little people. You guys are just white people. I've been thinking about this. And I've worked very hard to come up with a PC name for you guys. From now on, instead of white people, we're going to use pigmentally challenged. You're welcome. You're welcome. Little people. You know they have little people conventions? I went to a little person convention. It's the most fun. There was hundreds of them. I was like, Gulliver, that's the most fun I've ever had in my life. We played basketball. I know what it feels like to be Shaquille O'Neal. I had like 300 blocks. Some of the shit I wasn't even blocking. I was just snatching out of midair like, give me that. What the hell's wrong with you? I love the little people. So our biggest issue now is I'm dealing with a mouse, right? You guys ever dealt with a mouse before? I have a mouse. They're most, because you know where there's one, there's a few more of the little buddies hanging around. And so what happened is I come home, and I've been gone for 2 weeks. I come home, there's like mouse pellets all over the kitchen. So I'm like, all right, I got a mouse. So I go to the store to get some traps. Now, the problem is I have twin girls, right? My daughters are 12. They love everything. My daughters they won't kill a spider. So when they see me get the traps, they're like, Dad, you gotta be kidding. You can't kill the mouse. I'm like, yeah, this isn't Mickey Mouse. This is a dirty little rodent that came in from the field. It's in your buddy. No, you can't kill it. So we get in an argument and we compromise, right? I get one of these mouse-friendly traps where it like pinches the mouse and then you take it outside and you let it go. So I set these traps up. The problem is I wake up the next day, I come downstairs. The mouse crapped all around the traps. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta strategically place them around the kitchen. But what happened next to me was like the ultimate form of disrespect. It was like a spit in the face. Because I wake up the next morning, I keep a little notebook next to my bed where I write my little jokes. And there was mouse pellets all over the notepad. Son of a bitch, you came into my room and then just crapped all over my joke book? Ain't nobody laughing at these jokes. Hey, stupid ass jokes. Nobody laughing at that. So I'm like, all right, now I go for the overkill, right? I go to the store and I get a rat trap. 3 of them. You know, the big rat traps, you gotta throw it back like that. I set it up, I come downstairs. The problem is the trap worked too good. Because I come downstairs and it snapped the mouse's head off. I know! I'm like, oh shoot! And so I take the head and I put it on a toothpick and stick it in a sponge as a warning to all the other mice. You don't belong here.
Man, remember when I was growing up, man, I went to the kitchen, my parents weren't looking, and I grabbed a box of Lucky Charms, and I shoved my hand all the way down to the bottom of the box to get the prize, and when I pulled my hand out, it was all covered in cereal powder and like marshmallows and stuff, so I held it back over the box, man, and I brushed all that stuff back off. And you know, as sneaky as I thought I was, man, I was the one that wound up eating all that sweaty cereal that I put back into the box. But it was tough growing up, though, man, because my parents were cheap, you know, like on Halloween, they didn't buy us no costumes. No, they used to line up me and my brothers, make us swap clothes. We had to go trick-or-treating dressed as each other. And all the other kids, man, had like these nice plastic pumpkins and stuff to carry their candy in, and we were out there with pillowcases and potato sacks and whatnot. You know, all the other kids, when they went home, you know, their parents would like sort out their candy, and by the time we got home, our candy was all gone already. You know, for the following week after that, we were like stuck on the toilet, you know, and like needles and razor blades and everything was coming out, and all the other jacked up stuff we put in our candy. Christmas was worse though, man, because see, my father was like the world's heavyweight champion of odd jobs. Like 1 year he'd be a janitor, and then like the year after that he'd be a plumber, and then like the year after that he'd make parole. You know, so they didn't buy us no Christmas gifts, man. They used to line up me and my brothers on Christmas Eve, make us swap bedrooms. That way when we woke up on Christmas morning, it looked like we had all new stuff. School was worse though, man. I mean, I'd go to school and all the other kids had cool nicknames, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Maria had Mari, and Joe had Pepe, Guillermo had Memo, and here I am with Randall. Hey, you know your name is messed up, man, when you got kids named Scooter and Melvin talking trash to you on the schoolyard. Lunch was horrible, man, because all the other kids had like these cool lunches, you know what I'm saying? They had like Twinkies and Zingers and Ding Dongs and donuts, and the best we ever got, man, was like 7-Up, a bag of Pop Rocks, and fried weenies. And the weenies would be like all burned up and everything, but you could still see the little tiny holes where my mom stuck a fork to cook it with the stove burner. Did you guys ever go old school like that, man? Stick a fork in a weenie, cook it on the stove burner? It gets all burned up and everything, man. Then you wrap it up like in a tortilla or a piece of bread or something. You take a bite out of it and it's all cold in the middle. And then all that black stuff, man, crunches with every bite you take. Then you go outside and you talk to your friends, man, and none of them want to tell you they got all kinds of black stuff all over your teeth. My parents were married 20-some odd years, man, couldn't stand each other. Too cheap to get a divorce. Yeah, they figured it was a lot easier just to talk all kinds of trash and take turns kicking each other out of the house. Our house was messed up too, man. Serious, like, even though we didn't have no chimney, there's always smoke coming out. But nothing compared to our neighbors, man, the Hernandez family. I mean, when they moved in, the first thing they did was convert their garage into an apartment complex. Next thing you know, man, they had like the used car graveyard going on in the driveway. You know, and their house had more holes in the walls and doors and windows combined, and had the roof ever collapsed, it would have killed more cockroaches than people. One day I was out there fighting with one of their sons, man. He took a step back, he did this crazy old whistle, and the next thing you know, I was surrounded by the entire Hernandez family. All 4,000 of them. Yeah, man, they jumped all over me like I was the only guy in prison with a ball behind. Hey, you ever be driving down south, man, and you start seeing these signs on the road, you know, where it's got like the dad and the mom and like the two little kids? What's going on with those, man? Those ain't cool. Because, I mean, seriously, how many real Latino families you know only got 2 kids? Because Latinos are like the most fertile people on the planet, brother. Especially the men. We're like a stick of dynamite, man. When we go off, someone's getting knocked up. So to all you ladies, if you're thinking about getting with a Latino, word of warning, be careful, make sure you're using protection. Because you know that saying, once you go black, you never go back. Yeah, but once you go Mexican, you'll be expecting again. Serious, man. Latinos are like jackrabbits. You know, you get 2 of us together, next thing you know, your entire neighborhood looks like a shopping spree at Walmart. Think I'm kidding? What's that holiday, man, the Black Friday after Thanksgiving? I went to Walmart on Black Friday, man. Yeah, Black Friday. They should have called it Brown Friday. I didn't see one black person. It was nothing but Latinos. And it was chaos. They were fighting over all this stuff that wasn't even on sale. No, seriously, look like feeding time at the Shark Tank at SeaWorld. And then all the lines, man, were like a mile long. So we went over the express lane, you know, and there was this one guy who had a basket with like 1,000 items. Serious, and the cashier tried to give him a hard time, so you know what he did? He looked at all his family members, they went and grabbed carts, they divided up the items, and then they got back into the express lane. So we went over to the self-checkout, and the thing didn't work. And the only employee that could help us was his homegirl, and she had her face painted white, her lips were cherry red, they were outlined in black, and she had both their eyebrows drawn on with a Sharpie. And she didn't want to help anybody, man, because she was talking on the phone about how she was going to quit this job and party like a rock star just as soon as her boyfriend Joker got out of prison. And then there was this one white lady, you know, she was doing her shopping, minding her own business, and she had her kid on a leash. Have you ever seen those leashes for the kids? That's cruel. Oh, man. But you know what was worse is that she had the kid on a leash, but she was carrying her little dog. How far do you think she goes with that, man? You think when she gets home, she like puts the dog on the potty and takes the little kid out to the lawn to take a dump? You think maybe she follows him around with a little baggie, trying to clean up the mess and be a good neighbor? I feel bad for that kid if you ever whizzes on the rug, huh? She'd probably like beat the crap out of him with a rolled up newspaper. Did you ever notice that Spanish is a loud language, man? Seriously, but not only is it loud, you gotta sing all your words and talk like a pirate. ¡Hola, vato! ¿Cómo estás? Ah, bien, bien, ¿qué estás haciendo? Ah, tú sabes, güey, tomando mucha cerveza. And that's the kind of conversation you could hear like in a church or a library or something. Imagine if we spoke that way in English, that'd be a trip, huh? Imagine. Hey, everybody, we're back! And we, the jury, find the defendant guilty as charged! I had a tough time growing up, though, really, man, because, you know, I couldn't speak good Spanish. And this homeboy confronted me about it one time, so I thought I'd have some fun with him, you know. He came out to me and he's like, hey, if you can't speak Spanish, what kind of Mexican are you? I said, kind of speaks English? He said, very funny, man, you ain't real. I said, look, brother, everybody knows that it's not about language, man. It's about blood and heritage and pride. And I get bloody drunk, it's hereditary, and I'm proud of it. So that makes me just as brown as anybody else, right? He goes, well, how you gonna be Mexican and have a name like Randall? I said, hey, it was tough growing up, but it wound up working out. Goes along great with my heavy Caucasian accent. Yeah, man, whatever, you're whitewashed. I said, whitewashed? Do you even know what that means? He's like, nah, man, what does it mean? I go, that means that I don't sell piggy banks, pillows, blankets, knives, wives, children, or chiclets on every street corner. I don't speak Spanish, I don't like Mexican food, I've never been in prison. My sister's only got one kid, there's only 4 people in my house, none of them live in the garage. Don't have cowboy boots, don't have a straw hat, don't have gold teeth, never swam across the river, never hopped over a fence, I can't stand women, and I've got full coverage on my car insurance. My name is Crazy Randall, thank you all very much, God bless.
I love women, I really do. I got a bone to pick with the women. Why is it that women get away with being rude every day? We never say anything. Ladies, you don't even realize when you're being rude. My sister got me a rude Christmas gift this past Christmas. How do you get somebody a rude Christmas gift? She got me a sun visor for Christmas. You know, a hat that you would wear in the summertime at the beach. See, it's a very stupid gift because it's cold in New York City in December. But here's why it's rude. If you know me like she knows me, you would know that the reason I wear a hat all the time is because I'm going bald. Now, a sun visor really just highlights the problem area, really accentuates my main insecurity for everyone walking down the street to point and laugh at on Christmas morning. It's pretty messed up, right? It's okay though, because I'm gonna get her back. Here's how. She's got a birthday coming up in like a month, and she's fat. So I'm buying her a sweater with a big hole cut out right in the stomach area, so everyone can point and laugh at her gut. I really like doing that joke, guys. I don't like taking my hat off in public. I really don't. It's a very dramatic difference. Like my hairline, look at that. And I have a very young-looking face. You know what I'm saying? Like with my hat on, it looks like I have a future. But as soon as this hat comes off, that idea flies out the window. Think of it like this. With my hat on, it looks like I might be a college student, right? With my hat off, it looks like I might murder a college student. And that's a very big difference for one piece of clothing to make in my life. And that's why I can't hit on women outside, because I'm always afraid a gust of wind is going to come and knock my hat off. It'll be like I'm being fucked by nature or Jesus. Imagine that. Girls, imagine I'm hitting on you. It's like, hey, what's up, ladies? You want to get something to drink? I know this great. Follow me. I wish you guys didn't clap so hard for my bald head. God's a bunch of man. I'm half Puerto Rican, half Italian. My mother, who was Italian, was racist against everybody. I don't know how my dad got her. My mom was especially racist. She did not like Jewish people. She used to tell me all the time. I had a Jewish friend in high school. She told me I could be friends with them. I'm like, why not? She's like, because the Jews control all of the banks and all of the media in the world. I was like, Mom, you married a Puerto Rican. We're on welfare. We need some Jews in our life right now. Are you insane? All of the banks in the world. I'm going to marry a Jewish chick and own a bank. Then I'm going to put it out on the wire, because I own on the media that Louis J. Gomez owns a bank. It's pretty badass. A lot of Jewish people in the crowd. All right. Man, I'll tell you guys, the most embarrassed I've ever been in my entire life. True story. First time I got caught masturbating. Every guy has been caught masturbating. Every guy. It's a game of numbers. We do it too much. It's the truth, right? I got caught when I was very young. I got caught by my sister when I was 9 years old. That's embarrassing, okay? That's especially embarrassing, not only because it's my sister, but at 9 years old, I masturbated in a very embarrassing way because I didn't learn the traditional form of masturbating until I was like 11 or 12, okay? At 9 years old, I humped things. I loved humping things. At 9 years old, I would hump everything. I would hump my pillow or my mattress, or sometimes I would bunch up my blankets in what I thought was the shape of a woman's body, and I would hump my pile of blankets. Swear to God, this is true. I say, hey guys, don't be embarrassed about this. I should be way more embarrassed about this than you are, so relax. It's a hilarious story, I promise. My favorite thing to hump, this is true. My favorite thing to hump when I was 9 years old, I had this big white overstuffed teddy bear wearing this little red t-shirt that said, I love you. This thing was teasing me for years, begging for it, right? So I would come home from the third grade every day. I would drop my books on the floor. I would drag this bear into the bathroom like a caveman and just go to town on it, right? And this one time in particular, I didn't lock the bathroom door behind me. So I'm on the floor doing things to this bear that I shouldn't be doing. And I look up, I see my 11-year-old sister standing there with a terrified look on her face. And as soon as we made eye contact, she just went, oh. Then she slammed the door and ran out of the house. She was gone. I swear to God, this is true. She was gone for 2 hours. Nobody knew where my sister was. And I was too embarrassed to say anything, right? But we lived upstate in kind of like a wooded area, so I remember thinking, she's probably out back in the woods, like crying, right? But I remember thinking, if she is out back in the woods, I hope a pack of wolves come and kill her. I swear to God, like a pack of wolves, or like you know, it'd be ironic if a real bear came and dragged her off into his cave, so nobody would ever know that I have sex with my teddy bear. But don't worry, guys, she lived. She did not die at the end of the story. She lived, and for about 20 years of my life, I was afraid that she was going to tell everybody, right? And that was like a power she had over me. And once you're a comedian, you kind of lose your sense of embarrassment, you know what I'm saying? So almost as like an inside joke to myself, a year ago, I just brought it up to her, right? I was like, hey, Jenny, do you remember the time you caught me having sex with a teddy bear on the bathroom floor? And she denied that it ever happened, which is pretty messed up, right? Because I spent 20 years afraid she was going to tell everybody, right? And now I almost want her to tell everybody because it's such a funny story. It's like, Jenny, seriously, tell everyone how I used to have sex with that teddy bear. Is that not the funniest thing ever? I'll tell you guys, I am Hispanic. Hispanic people were famous for having bad tempers. I felt like I was a victim of racism recently by a Pakistani guy. A Pakistani guy was racist against me, and if there was a totem pole of where like we stand, Puerto Ricans are like at least 2 or 3 levels above Pakistanis. Anybody will admit that. You know what I'm talking about? This Pakistani guy was racist against me. I went into his deli. I don't remember exactly what happened. I remember buying a sandwich, right? Putting a $20 bill on the counter. Then getting into a conversation with my buddy. This little Pakistani guy starts snapping his fingers in my face. So I'm like, what's up? He goes, that sandwich costs $5. So I point to the 20. I'm like, yeah, that's my 20 right there. And he calls me a liar. He's like, that's not your 20. That's his 20. And he points to some white guy standing over here having nothing to do with the conversation. Just some white guy standing there, right? So I get upset. I'm like, yeah, man, don't call me a liar. I'm spending money in your store. Give me my change. He picks up the 20. He's like, I'm not giving you anything. You need to pay for your food or you need to get the hell out of here, right? So immediately I start cursing at him. I'm like, listen, give me back my money. He starts threatening me. I start threatening him. By the way, the white guy isn't saying a word. He's just standing over here pretending to stare into the ice cream cooler and it's pissing me off, right? So this goes on, this argument goes on for maybe 10 seconds or so. Finally, the Pakistani guy, he doesn't know what to do. He grabs $15 out of the register. He says, you want your change? Fine. Get the hell out of here. And he throws it in my face. Swear to God, that's true. So then I grab a handful of Ghirardelli chocolates off the counter. Do you guys know those little individually wrapped chocolates? They're delicious. So I grab a handful of them and I just peg him in the face. I'm like a shotgun blast of chocolate right to his face, right? And I swear to God, this is true. His buddy, there was 2 of them. They start grabbing chocolate bars and apples and winging them at me. Just winging them. And I'm ducking out of the way. There's things getting knocked off of counters. There's a baby crying. There's a woman screaming. The white guy still isn't saying a goddamn word, by the way. But here's the thing. I'm in New York City. I'm 28 years old. I'm in the middle of a food fight. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. Here's where it goes from funny to scary, because the Pakistani guy is bright red in the face. He goes under the counter and pulls out a club that he had made. He like sawed a broomstick in half and taped up one end to make a handle. Like he knew this day was coming. He built a weapon for it, right? He jumps over the counter, chases me out of the deli, and I just run because I'm afraid, right? I just run outside. And there's this big crowd of people watching me, and I feel very stupid, okay? But I feel very justified because he called me a thief and accused me of stealing. I felt very justified until half an hour later when I put my hand in my pocket and realized that I never actually put my 20 on the counter in the first place. It was in my pocket the whole time. I wasn't paying attention at all. And you know, it's funny, the white guy was paying attention, and it was his $20 bill. But he was just so terrified of the 2 minorities screaming and yelling at each other that he was like, screw it, it's just not worth it, guys. Just take the money and split it. I just came to buy some ice cream. All right, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys very much. Have a great night.
There's a lot of Mexicans in here tonight, man, I swear. That's a lot of unpaid car registrations right there, Dash. It's true. I got fake tags on my car. Dude. The other day, my buddy Rick calls me up. He's like, hey, dog, we're going to the strip club. And I'm like, okay, let's go. And he's like, but we're going to Mexico. I'm like, nah, dude, there's no way, dude. I'm not going down there. There's all kind of bad stuff going on. No way. And he was just like, come on, dude, we're going to go party up like Mexicans. I'm Mexican already? What are you talking about? He's like, come on, dog, let's go. And I'm just like, dude, there's no way in hell you're going to get me to go. So we end up across the border. And we go to the strip club, and we just went to the strip club, and we ate some tacos, and we're walking back across the border now. So we come to immigration, and the guy is right there, and he's like, let me see your ID. So I give him my ID, and he's like,
All right. You bring anything back with you? I'm like, I hope not. But man, I can't kick this cough. I don't feel good. I just find all the white people, like, oh. I'm gonna call my Kaiser Permanente first thing in the morning. I'm gonna make an appointment. Honey, speed dial right now, please. White people and Mexican people, man, we're totally different. I'm gonna give you two scenarios. The other day at my work, I start choking, and this white guy comes up to me, and he's like, "Oh, are you okay, Jesse? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, Arthur, I'm fine." He's like, "Oh, let me see your throat. Let me see." So he starts touching my throat, and I'm like, "Oh, some inflammation. Okay, take 2 of these, and you'll be good in the morning." I'm like, "Okay." Now this is the Mexican version. So I'm drinking some water, and I choke on my water. I'm like, and he comes over. "Hey, wait, what's wrong, man? What happened? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm cool. I just choked on my water." And he goes, "Oh, I know what happened. I know." I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Oh, I went down the wrong pipe." Sí, se fue al otro lado. It's only one pipe, dog. He's like, "No, there's one for air and one for water." All right, here goes another scenario. My neighbor, he's white. He comes over to my house. He's knocking on the door. He's like, "Hey, Jesse, I need some help." I'm like, "All right, what do you need, man?" He's like, "I need one of those Mexican rentals. Like a lowrider?" And he's like, "No, those guys at Home Depot." "All right, dog, well, what do you need to know?" And he's like, "Well, I need some work done to my house. How do I know what guy does what?" "It's easy, dude. All you gotta do is look at their shoes. If one of them has paint, he's a painter." All right. If one of them has plaster, you know he could do some drywall in your house. And if one of them has some concrete and the tip of his toe is curled up like that. Mira Chepe, he could do good concrete. Clean shoes, I wouldn't hire you, dog. And he said, "Well, how do I get their attention?" And I was like, "Easy, dog, you gotta do this little distinct whistle, you know." "I think I saw you at Home Depot, dog." Nope. So you get their attention, dog. So anyways, let's skip on to my dad. I can understand heavy accents. I love my dad, but my dad taught me how to understand heavy accents. Because he tells me one day, "Hey, Gordo, come here. How does this word spell? Be like in Victor or be like in Veronica?" Be like in victory, Dad, I guess. So I can understand people with heavy accents. You give me an Asian guy, a Mexican guy, Indian guy, no problem, man. I work at the DMV. I go down like this. Beep, now serving B100 at window number 10. Indian guy. Habib, what you need? Oh, tags for the taxi? Okay, I got you. Come through. Asian guy, come through. What do you need, man? They took my car away. Oh, because you're a bad driver, that's why, fool. Hey, this is how Asians Change lanes on the freeway. All right, so next in line, Mexican guy. Mexican. Oh. I'm here. Okay, dog, what do you need? What do you, ¿qué quieres? Hi, the little red, the little rojo. Oh, you need the temp. All right. Because you know we don't pay for our tax, like I said. So, and they give him the temp, but where do they put it? They put it on the car, but they put it on the outside of the car. With some duct tape, mira, Lupe, no one's gonna steal it, it's okay. There's some duct tape. And then they're driving down, down the street, and they think they're all tough in their Mustang 5.0s and shit. And they see a cop come by. Hi man, I shouldn't have come down the street. I know I shouldn't have come down the street. Rear view mirror. He comes over. All right. Registration. He goes, he's in the back. He's in the back. He's a six. He's in the back. He goes, Paco, we're in September. No, I put it upside down. It's a 9. I'm Jesse Sanchez Jr., guys. It's my time.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Come on, you know the words. Here is my handle, and here is my spout. Sing it! When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. Hi! How is everyone? What's the matter? You never seen a gay cholo? I am so glad to be here. Oh my God. For those of you that don't know me, my nickname is Bumper. The reason they call me Bumper is because there is a lot of bump and no her. I'm from a gang in East LA. I know, nobody ever believes you when I say that. I'm from a gang in West Hollywood. My gang is called Los Jotos. For those of you that don't speak Spanish, it means the choreographers. I can't do that no more, man. How you guys doing? I'm Charles Sanchez. What's up? What's up, Bryce House? Oh, man. I gotta stop doing that character, man. I'm serious. I'm gonna get beat up. I'm serious. Just the other day, man, this cholo came up to me after the show, and he goes, "Hey, home. Hey, you were freaking funny, you see. You cracked me up, home. I'm laughing hysterically right now. Hey, here's my number. Call me." Wow! That's scary, man! And I always gotta tell him the same thing, too. Hey, Holmes, I'm not gay anymore. No, man, my wife hates that character that I do, you know. Just the other day, my wife told me, "You better stop doing that character. People are gonna get the wrong impression of us. I shave my back. And if you're good, I'll let you shave my tongue." You know I'm talking shit, you ain't here? Oh man, I love her, man. She's a good woman. Really good woman. Yeah, it's a lot better than my ex-wife, man. I'm serious. Are you my ex-wife? I can't say it. No. Satan? No. I'm serious, because my ex-wife was a tweaker. Oh, I'm serious, man. She'd be on speed. It was embarrassing, man. 3 o'clock in the morning. With the broom! It's crazy. Tweaked out. Yeah. I took my pops to go see the Lion King, the play The Lion King. Did you guys see the play? Oh, it was a good play, man. My dad loved it because he thought it was in Spanish. I said, Dad, that play wasn't in Spanish, Pop. He goes, oh, yes, it was, mijo. You remember the part when he was holding up the little lion? ¡Ah! ¡Que la chingada! ¡Bésala mi huevo! Tócala mi nalga. That's going too far, man. I can't hear that song, man, without thinking about, my mom's jacking it up. He's a lot crazier than my Uncle Ray, man, I'm telling you. My Uncle Ray just moved in with me and my wife. My Uncle Ray's from Mexico, from Jalisco. Anybody from Jalisco? Are you serious? Yeah. You guys know my uncle then. Serious, my Uncle Ray, man. He just moved in with us and he refuses to speak Spanish. He wants to speak English only. He's got a dream though. He wants to be the next Chick Hearn. He wants to announce the Lakers game. I can just imagine him at the Staples Center. Okay. We are here at the Staples Center. And the game is starting. Okay. The black guy, he throw the ball to the black guy. And the black guy, he throw the ball to the black guy. And the black guy, he steal the ball from the black guy. They're gonna call the police. No, he steal it back from the black guy. He throw to Kobe! Kobe, he throw to Shaq. Shaq shoot it. Touchdown!
I love New York City. People say it's the greatest city in the world. I say it's the greatest city in the world, except when it comes to the rent. The rent is so high in New York, it forces people to live with each other. Like me and my wife. I swear to God, we want to get a divorce, but we can't afford it because the rent is so high. And every time we have an argument, it's always the same thing. It's like, I hate you. You cheated on me. You cheated on me first. Get the hell out. The rent is due. Maybe we should work things out. That's why I tell people, if you're going to come to New York City, stay single. Because as long as you're single, you can live anywhere you want. When I was single, I used to live in a basement apartment in New York City, right? Basement apartments are real popular because they're real cool, but they're super, super cheap. Only bad thing is sometimes these basement apartments come with the landlady upstairs. You ever have a New York City landlady living above you? It's crazy, because they like to tell you when you're making too much noise downstairs. But they won't call you or knock on your door. They like to tell you with a broomstick. I swear to God, as soon as the music got a little bit too loud, she gave me some of these. Cut that music down there, I'm trying to sleep up here. I didn't give a crap, I gave it right back to her. But like, screw you, witch! What'd you say? Nothing, Mom. I was hungry, the music was loud, I'm sorry. I'm originally from Queens, New York. Nobody usually cares. I love my borough, but it always bothers me that nobody gives it the love and the respect that the rest of the boroughs do in New York City. And I didn't understand why until somebody told me. A friend of mine was like, yo, Pudge, you guys don't get the respect because you don't got the street cred that the other boroughs do. And I finally figured out what he was talking about when I went to a nightclub in Manhattan. And in the middle of the nightclub, the DJ grabs the microphone, he does a New York City shout out to see who's in the club. right? The music will be banging. He'll grab the microphone and be like, Brooklyn, where you at? They're like, what? Bronx, where you at? Boom, boom, boom. Queens, where you at? Oh my God, that's us over here. How did he know? He's so nice. Thank you. I swear to God, Queens was voted the nicest borough of all New York City because we're the only ones that say please and thank you while we're robbing you. That's our street cred. One thing I'm proud of about my borough is we're the most diverse borough out of all New York City, hands down. We are so diverse. We have a car service for every race in Queens. Swear to God, swear to God. The Mexicans have their own car service. The Indians have their own car service. The blacks have the NYPD. It's awesome. Everyone's getting a ride, just not all to the same place. But it's awesome. I love racism. Racism's funny, right? Because you never know when it's going to come out and hit you out of nowhere. It's just crazy. Like one time, I'm in the supermarket and I'm waiting online to get checked out. And you know how you talk to the person in front of you, like while you're waiting, right? So I'm talking to this guy, we're going back and forth. Finally he pays, he's about to leave. But before he leaves, he turns to me. He's like, hey man, so where are you from? I'm like, yo, I'm from Queens, born and raised. He's like, wow, you speak great English. I didn't know what to say. I was like, gracias, gracias. Gracias. Pendejo, gracias. Gracias, gracias. I get that a lot when people first meet me. When they meet me, they always assume that I'm Latino. Yeah, I'm actually only half Latino. My mother's from Colombia, and my father's missing. So, it's only half. And because I was born here, English was my first language. I didn't speak Spanish as a kid. I hardly knew the language, right? But when you come from a Latino family, you always have those Spanish cousins that do speak it fluently. And they used to love teasing me in Spanish because they knew I did not understand what they were saying. Like every time I went over to my cousin's house, he used to be like, yo, Pudge, what do you want for dinner tonight, man? You want chicken or pollo? I didn't know. I was like, give me chicken. Because I'm allergic to polio. I didn't get the shot. I got a stepfather. His name is Felix. I love him to death because he married my mom and he helped raise me. God bless him. You know, he's everything to me. But he's one of these old school Latinos that I can't take him anywhere because he's always embarrassing me. Because when he talks about people, he doesn't call people by their names. He calls them by their race. In Spanish. I swear to, I could be like, yo, Felix, we're gonna go see that Jackie Chan movie? He's like, ese chino. Yo, Felix, you heard Shaquille O'Neal retired? Ese negro. Yo, Felix, you heard what happened to Tiger Woods? Ese chino negro. So I'm a dad. I got 2 kids. I love my kids to death, but I hate Father's Day. I'm one of those fathers. Because it upsets me so much because as a father, my first instinct is to give my kids everything, the best, right? The best schools, the best clothes, the best toys, everything. Here comes Father's Day, my day, this one day. And what do I get? I get a tie made out of construction paper that opens up into a card. You ever see one of these? Every year I get it. Happy Father's Day, Dad. We love you. Sign your son and daughter. Now, a lot of people are like, oh my God, Pudge, that's so sweet. How can you not like that? My kids are 14 and 18 years old. They both have checking accounts. Do you know how hard it is to realize that I raised 2 cheap bastards? You know how hard? It hurts. And it hurts because these kids, they're so expensive. I mean, kids have always been expensive, but today they're more expensive than ever because of technology, right? It's crazy. Technology has driven these kids up. Oh my God. My daughter, 4 years old, when she asked me for a cell phone. You believe that? 4 years old. She ran up to me one day. She's like, Daddy, I want a cell phone. Could I have a sidekick? I'm like, sure, cutie, no problem. Bam! Kicked her right in the ribs. I'm like, there's your sidekick. I got so mad. I lost it. I yelled at her. I'm like, who the hell told you to get a cell phone? She was like, Mommy said I could. So you know what I did, right? I ran up on her mother, yelled at her. I'm like, did you tell my daughter she get a cell phone? She was like, yes, she can. She can have a sidekick just like me. Okay. Bam! Kicked her mother in the ribs too. And then she got mad. She's like, why'd you kick me? I said, because it's a family plan.
Oh my God, I need love tonight, you guys. I recently broke up with my boyfriend. Thanks. And, as heart-wrenching as this experience was, we still managed to become, stay good friends on Facebook. And at first when we broke up, I started using that Facebook check-in option that lets people know where you're at. I started checking into his favorite bars and clubs, Irish pubs, ale houses, restaurants, just hoping that I would see him again. But yeah, I was checking into Facebook in the privacy of my own home, in my PJs, eating a gallon ice cream, listening to Adele. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I will one day. Mascara running. That just got too real. But then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna use the Facebook check-in option to mess with his head a little bit. For example, Diane just checked into Tony's house. Sorry about the broken window. # not gonna fix it. Diane just checked into Planned Parenthood. Crossing my fingers. Before you know it, I started a mobile upload album of pictures, of sonograms, ultrasounds, that I found on Google Images. I tagged him on it. Looking more like his daddy every day. I got tons of likes, including my mom. And then the last comment, I actually got a comment on it like just a moment ago. It was from my ex. Hey babe, we need to talk. I liked it. But I know what you guys are thinking. This girl's crazy. She would do anything for love. That's right. I would do anything for love. Fake a pregnancy online. But I won't tell the truth. Oh no, I need the fake child support money. Guys, I was thinking about maybe getting a dog. But here's the problem with dogs. They're like too expensive now. There's like diamond encrusted collars, Louis Vuitton bags to carry them around in, doggy day spas. I can't afford human grooming, okay? Let alone a full body shiatsu massage for Rover, who's probably gonna lick down there the whole entire time. What's next? A little Brazilian bikini wax for Fifi? Shoot, boo, I know I got spayed, but I got to look right, you know what I'm saying? I got to get my sniff on. Shoot. Mm-hmm. Ay, ay, ay. But we're raising our dogs to be like these little diva bitches, all right? Seriously, like back in the day, you remember Lassie, right? In the 50s, like Lassie would come barking to Timmy. "Row, row, 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 row. What's wrong, Tim? What's wrong, Lassie? Timmy's stuck in the well. Quick, let's go save him." But now, if Lassie would be recreated, number one, it would not be a collie. It'd be like a Shih Tzu or like something smaller than my pinky. And it would start barking off the most ridiculous demands. "Row, row, 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 row. What is it, girl? Row, 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 row. Timmy's stuck in the what? No, wait, what was that? Row, row, row. Someone's in trouble. Row, row. If they don't get you Evian in the next 5 minutes. Row, 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 row. Someone needs help. Row, row, row. Picking out the dog food. It's not organic. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Dog food has become the most complicated thing of life. Okay, like before it was like Alpo, pedigree, that's it, right? Now it's like organic ingredients, all natural. New Purina chicken and rice mix, now 15% better tasting. There's a percentage on that, really? Okay, so there's either two ways we could come up with that percentage. A, you had a dog focus group moderated by Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer. Or B, you had a human being taste 2 samples of dog food and give that a number. Yeah, this one's 15% better tasting than this one. I don't know about you guys, but I don't trust the opinion of someone that chose dog food tasting as a career choice. Call me crazy, I just don't think that guy has good judgment. Oh, man. I hate going to my parents' house, you guys. Because my parents have the tackiest house on the block. All right? And it's because they keep their Christmas decorations up all year round, okay? It's not just the lights. Oh no, it's not just, oh, the lights are left on the trailer. No. No. It's a whole nativity scene with like baby Jesus and 3 kings under the grass hut. That thing's been out in the sun for so long, it looks like a white albino homeless family living in the front of my lawn. The worst part about it is that my mom will try to camouflage it for every holiday. For example, for St. Patrick's Day, she has green shirts that say, "Kiss me, I'm Irish." The 3 kings are doing keg stands. Virgin Mary's throwing up as Joseph is holding back her hair. Then for the 4th of July, it's a big giant map of the United States with baby Jesus on top. See, mija, one nation under God. Oh, say, can you see? And then for Halloween, my mom likes to dress them all up like Ghost. But there's crosses all around, so now it looks like a Ku Klux Klan meeting in the front of my house for the month of October.